Hopper, who was in Japan last year.
Where are we going here?
Oh! What Carson?
And that's the third turnover only for Memphis. McLaughlin hit him with the crossover and a nice finish. So a good.
I think watching Bates Diop over the last week, he's got to play harder, he's got to cut harder, and then Mark, for him to be successful, he's got to be a more proficient outside shooter.
Diop. We've got an all-NBA officiating crew here for this Summer League Championship. Grayson Allen counted and won.
Change of pace right there. Remember, we went down the alley. Watch him spin now. Takes Creek into the lane. Good finish. Not a lot of contact there, but good finish by Grayson Allen. Has not shot the ball great.
Turns it over. Another Timberwolves turnover, their 8th. Brandon Clark, I was just about to say, he's been 14-point lead for the Grizzlies. Brown, ooh, all that jelly. Got better every year in college, was third team all Big Ten as a sophomore, second as a junior, first team as a senior. Paris Lee, and one. Count it.
Doing some work. How about Paris Lee? Out of Proviso East in Chicago, Illinois State. Take a look right now. And dropping in the league.
Yeah, there was some negotiation about that date as to whether to push it back or not. And a good ball.
We may disagree on this. If he's healthy, then it's a major win for the Mavericks, in my opinion. You know, and I don't know what happened to New York between him and the coaches and the ownership.
Right.
But if he's healthy, but no, he's working hard at that. Bobby McKinnon coached him in Frisco last year and loved coaching him. He's a great kid.
Yeah, they have a great G League affiliate, the Dallas Mavericks do.
Yeah, he's a work in progress, only 21 years old. Not quite as good as his older brother, but he does have flashes. Down, got to get stronger.
Ooh, Lachlan. Oh, he lost a little too much jelly that time, and Macon with room service at the other end.
He's in his second year. Have you seen that from him?
You know, he's been our hardest worker this summer. From the moment I stepped into that facility, he's a guy who's had 2-a-days for 2 months now, and he's learning our system. He's learning how we want to play and making the most of it. But his character, done. But a lot of what we did in Houston with a guy like James Harden and, you know, put the right coach for him in Mike D'Antoni, and I feel like we have the same thing with Ryan Saunders. You know, they're vested well together, putting a roster that'll complement Carl in every way, offense, defense, to hopefully maximize.
Europe, one of the great European point guards, 4 in the NBA, and always a quarterback on the floor.
Oh, it goes in! A half-court magic miracle there for the Mavericks. And Reeves, who has been an eye-opener in so many different ways for the Mavericks in Summer League.
Oh, if he would have saved it for halftime, he might have won a car, but he still got 3 points out.
It's a 4-on-3 for the Pelicans. An over-the-shoulder finish for Trayvon Blewett.
Wow, Indianapolis' finest right there. He played a little bit in the first half, Xavier Star, and man, oh man, a little spin, throw it up over your head, knock it in. Watch this. Ooh. That's pretty good. Blew a shoe. Summer League. Maybe they want you to get hurt so they get your roster spot.
Alexander Walker. Splash. She's got 20.
Hayes as a tight end was really a good player.
Corner bucket. Got it and the foul. He ends the quarter with an over-the-backboard shot and disappears into the bench, draining it.
Just give him the $750. Paid the man his monies. How about Duncan Robinson? Between him and Martin's been great. Duncan Robinson's been great since the 1-for-7 start. And that's why they're back in this game.
Basket interference. I think we talked about this probably in the bucket.
Yes.
He's got 14.
That was what I was exactly what I was talking about. He had been short on every miss. So he stepped into that one, and as soon as he released it, it may have missed, but it wasn't going to be short. That's kind of the adjustment I was talking about. That you're going to knock in a shot or not take a bad one. There you go. I like it. Should be. I mean, look, Tyus Jones, you said it, the analytics are nuts on him just because he never throws it away. And pretty much, look at Gunnar, put him on your team.
Fortunately, we only got to see him here for 9 minutes of Summer League. He had a knee-to-knee collision and just out of an abundance of caution, sat out the rest. That raises an interesting question, though. Has there been a heel like that lately with so many players cycling through there? He was thinking where Taco Fall was and hurled it over the basket. How about that move to get
Dad on the coaching staff.
Moore to Barry on the drive. There's a Euro step. Friend, that you and I are going to have to get the nice move by Murphy.
Can shoot it, right?
Right.
Melly can shoot it. Etuan Moore can shoot it. Darius Miller can shoot it. Josh Hart can knock down threes. Ingram.
Yeah.
They got some floor spacers.
Yeah, 2 years ago, Josh Hart led the Lakers in three-point percentage at around 40%. 2-on-1, Martin laid it in after a thing is about this league. It's like every summer they go to the park and pick new teams through free agency. And one. What a shot that time by Brown.
Barry Brown, who is comes out of Kansas State, one of the best players to ever play at that school. Great career, great defensive player, and this kid is
On the edge.
Who's the best team in the West? Lakers?
I'm going to say the Lakers. And one. Nice shot by Battle. Both the Lakers and Clippers co-favorites for the NBA championship. We'll talk about more on that on the other side.
I like the Nuggets. I like the Nuggets, and I like Jeremy Grant going there. That's a steal. Remember I said it.
And here come the Mavericks with a chance to make it a 5-point game. Boy, that's a Euro step and a bucket. Woo.
He's in his second year. Have you seen that from him?
You know, he's been our hardest worker this summer. From the moment I stepped into that facility, he's a guy who's had two-a-days for 2 months now, and he's learned.
Taking somebody's ankles here. Somebody needs some new brakes. Showing a little bit of handle for the otherwise defensive specialist. We're joined by Gerson Rosas, the president of basketball.
But to be fair, it takes different players different times. He's been under different coaches, different systems. We really feel like what we're going to
T. Jackson, Derrick Rose, Tim Frazier is pretty good now.
Yes. Oh, good acquisition. This isn't FIBA. Gamboya, as he touched it in the cylinder. Nice Euro step.
Yep.
On that bucket. Watch this.
Ooh, C.J. Massenberg. Buffalo Bulls. Isn't that great to see the bench? Look at the bench. Isn't that cool? Even he's such a smart kid that I don't know if people in the NBA thought he loved basketball, but that's been disproven already.
It's funny how that works against kids sometimes. Jordan.